Hello everyone, I'm extremely proud and happy to finally announce a huge project that I have been working on. For a little over a year, I have been working on cataloging every obtainable armor in Star Wars The Old Republic with high-definition ultra photos in-game of each armor and cataloging how to get it. This project can be found on Swtorista.com, my website, at swtorista.com/armor. This new armor site has some extremely ambitious goals. Those are: Number 1, catalog all the armors that you can currently get in-game. These ones are all going to be ones that are not completely retired. In some way or another, you can obtain them on your level 75 character. Number 2, catalog those in-game and not just in the preview window. Every single one of these armors will have a full front-back, high-quality, different views of the armor set in-game, and many of them also will have a full 360 spin video of the armor so you can see every detail. Third was to make it extremely fun and interesting to explore new types of armor sets. And lastly, to approach this project from a programming and automation stance. You'll notice that so many of the screenshots and videos on this site are extremely consistent so you can easily compare the different armors. That's where the automation came in. And approaching this project from a programming side of view instead of just a cataloging point of view, let me add all kinds of awesome things to the project. For example, not only can you sort by different categories, you can have the site just show you all the helmets or all the gloves, with customized thumbnails for each of those. So how can you use this site to your advantage? So there's two different things you can do with this site. The first, and the most fun, is to discover new armor that you can currently obtain in-game. I put a huge focus on exploring every single type of armor in every different fashion that you could earn it, from crafting to reputation. I really hope that you're able to find some type of really cool armor that you like that you maybe never knew was something that you could earn in-game you've never seen before, or you didn't know that you could still get, like you thought it was a retired item that you can still obtain in some obscure way. Another way you can explore is by thinking of an existing armor set you know the name of, looking it up, and you'll be able to see every single detail about that armor set. For example, if you're looking to purchase the Exiled Padawan armor set and you wanted to take a really close look at the markings before you purchased it, you'd be able to look it up on this site and take a really in-depth look at every single bit and piece of that armor. The second way you can use this site is to identify something you saw online. I often have players send me a screenshot of something they saw in-game or on a video and say, "Swtorista, what is this armor?" And I can often very easily track it down with the site. It's easy to check what someone's wearing in-game while you're in-game, but if you miss it, it can be really hard to track down a set of armor otherwise. For example, while we were streaming the other day, we were trying to track down a very silly headpiece that we saw somewhere, but we didn't know the name of it or even if it still existed. This looked like a quite scary Sith Inquisitor mask with a cone head involved. To track this down, we started by searching for Sith Inquisitor because we knew it really fell into that type of category by the way it looked. Second, we searched by headpiece, that way it would only show us things you could wear on your head and skip everything else. And lastly, we are able to filter it by mask, and this shows only just masks, and we were able to rule out anything that was a helmet, a circlet, or a rebreather. And we were able to track down that very interesting Darth Barris hybrid helmet quite easily, which is quite a feat because there's over 1,000 armors listed in the database. So what will you find on this armor set? You will find pretty much every set of armor that you can get at level 75 in Star Wars The Old Republic, either through the cartel market, or through all the ways you can earn it in-game, or through crafting. What you will not find on this armor site are 1. Things that you get only while leveling, and you cannot earn on any existing characters once you've passed that point on the story, or of course any other classes. 2. Things that can only be picked up while leveling in certain leveling brackets or who have a huge amount of randomness involved. For example, you're likely not going to see anything that you can pick up from an enemy on the ground. And lastly, anything that's effectively retired won't be on this site. The goal of the site was very much to let you explore things you can get instead of just pining over armors that aren't even available in the game anymore. As a bonus, you will also be able to find a full list of dyes and a full list of crystals. What are some of the stuff that's coming up for the future of this site? Number 1, we're working on cataloging all the weapons. This is a much larger task as we have to catalog all their sound as well. Number 2, more information about every armor set. We're looking to eventually show how every armor set dies, A full 360 spin of every single armor set in the database. We've actually recorded a majority of them, but it's really difficult to catalog and attach over 1,000 videos to these armors from YouTube. And some more aspect information about each armor. For example, does this armor set give you a jetpack instead of rocket boots? Does this helmet naturally hide hood, or can you wear it under a hood? And other types of useful information like that. And third, we're working on the tracking system, but we're hoping to allow you to be able to upload your own screenshots for contests with different categories, so you can invent an armor, show it off, and win some great prizes. This has been a monumental endeavor, and there's a few players I'd really like to thank who have helped with this project. Although I coded it, collected all the armors, and cataloged a majority of them, other players were able to help me a lot with tagging and adding all the information to the site. Huge thank you to these players especially, who helped me tag everything on the site and helped me a lot with the videos as well. Glorfinial, Grayus, and Pristine Pastel, thank you so much. The site is so much better because of you. Now here's where I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of the site? So don't forget, you can visit it at swtorista.com/armor. Have fun exploring and let me know how it goes. I know there's still a few bugs when it comes to the search and when it comes to pressing the back button or the pagination buttons, but for the most part it should work. If things get too funky, just go back and start over at swtorista.com/armor page. If you're not sure where to start, pick something from the styles list at the bottom of the page. That's probably my favorite part to browse when I'm looking for a new armor set. You can pick something that might look good on your Sith Inquisitor, you can pick something that might look cool on Tatooine, or you can pick something on Hoth or something for your next formal event. We've also done a lot of work tagging the aspects. For example, if you're looking for something with fingerless gloves or something with sharp claws on the gloves, those are all categories you can search for as well in the aspects area. There's also a ton of cool armors hidden in the different crafting sections. I'd also love to hear if you know of any kind of hidden armors that I haven't managed to get on this site. It can be anything that you can currently earn at level 75. I don't want to hear about that level 30 piece you can only earn on Alderaan on your Imperial Agent as you're doing the class story. No! I would really love to hear what you think in the comments below. This has been such an awesome project to work on. I love using it myself when I'm gearing up my characters and creating new looks for them, and I hope you enjoy using it as much as I do. See you guys later, and may the Force be with you.